will see. They will be jumping onto their sides, so we will be jumping, of course, into the match. Sora meeting Mitch Mosey already out in the midfield, gonna be forced into the corner by Epiphany, and now fighting over towards the midfield. Mitch trying to center this straight back up for his teammate, but Sora trying to follow this through. Gets it out over into the blue end, still trying to pressure it off the wall. Both these blue players locked into this corner, and a little bit of T-boning action coming out there as Mitch Mosey just doesn't quite know what he wants to do back in the defense. A quick shot denied there on the blue end, and now Mitch Mosey so far into this end, but Epiphany is there to stop. It's over into the midfield. Going to be stopped over in front of the orange goal, pressuring it. It's not on net, but Epiphany clears it away anyway into the corner. Sora to take control, no boost, but he does manage to intercept, and the 50 goes his way. Alex already back, trying to regain possession with a demo onto Epiphany, but the shot not there from Mitch Mosey, but the center is, and Alex Cutie Drags gonna be the first one to grab a goal, and try to get themselves a game on the board. A great shot there from him, just finishing off a great offensive play. And now we will be hopping into the second kickoff. Don't know why we have Alex's score still there on the screen, but we're going to be passing it over to Epiphany, who now starts taking this over. Sora trying to jump up and meet him. He does start to get it past Alex, and now Epiphany with the ball landing right at his feet, getting it over towards the goal, but it's going to be redirected off, and still there, not going to allow that shot to come through. The blue side defenders, the Sierra men, hold and do not allow anything through, but Epiphany coming over the top, sniping it off, but not quite able to get it on net off the top crossbar. A redirect wide, but Alex Cutie trying to redirect it back on, doesn't quite find the net, gets it onto the crossbar, and now just trying to play this all himself. Going to be trying to redirect in the air, though, and nothing going to end up happening with it. Sora and Epiphany with this ball deep in the blue end. It's only Matt here to try to hold out. A follow through, but Mitch, sorry, called him Matt, but he's taking it right back, and Sora demoed by him as well. Alex, a shot over towards the net. It's lobbed, but it's saved. Epiphany, a crucial touch needed to hit it off the top backboard, and it's going to be denied. Alex trying to pressure this so fast. Epiphany's still there, just denying absolutely every shot, but they still trail by one, needing to get a goal, an equalizer to get overtime on the board. Sora doing what he can, but it centers it up for Alex and Epiphany. He's saved so many so far, but he's just too far wide of goal to get back for that one. Goes over for boost, does not anticipate this quick of an attack, and just can't find his way back in front of the net. So a second goal secured, and overtime looking even farther away for WACK Esports Army. The Sierra men putting up a strong showing right at the start, looking to take this first loss on to the WACK Esports side. Mitch gets the ball mid. Alex does have a potential to clear this away, but ends up falling back, letting the shot come. Epiphany trying to lob that in, and it is a beautiful little team play there. You can see it's going to be Sora. Initially goes for that pressure, but the moment he sees that pass back towards Epiphany, he just pressures Alex out of the way, trusts Epiphany to take the 1v1, and boy does he deliver, getting that goal lead back down to only one, as now we have half time reached. Alex tries to take that ball over Epiphany, ends up getting it sent back into his end, and Sora so fast on the follow, but the lob is over to the other wall. Can't quite connect onto it. Epiphany following, doesn't get it back on goal, but does get it back to Sora, who's now just trying to take this fight against Mitch Mosey. Low boost on him, only a quarter, and it's just gonna get rolled up the wall. Sora playing this out, gets it past Mitch, but it's setting up Alex. It's a shot on net, but Epiphany is there. Nobody able to finish that one off, and now Epiphany gets to start playing this ball himself, gets it over, starts back passing to himself, and now Sora has to start pressuring. Mitch does try to play him out, but it's in the corner, up onto the wall. Touched out by Alex, but Epiphany trying to keep this one in play. A touch back into the corner, a pass back out to Sora, but a missed connection, and that should be the goal, but is it on? Epiphany, is he able to get there? The shot isn't on, and it's not allowed as Epiphany makes it back, kills it towards the corner, and denies that shot. Mitch Mosey trying just to get something out of the orange end here, but can't quite find it. It's over one, but Alex luckily back there to save, and the shot denied, the equalizer denied. Epiphany retaking control, 50 forced, and it's over to the right wall, bouncing down to Mitch Mosey, who does force the 50, but it doesn't end up going anybody's way. Alex with a shot towards net, gets it back over off the corner. Epiphany trying to pressure, and it's on net, and Alex 3 shots, 3 beautiful goals, and he taps off the game with a hat trick for himself. And a great shot there, just really nicely executed. A back pass off the corner, catches it and sinks it just straight into that top right corner. A beautiful shot from a beautiful man. And now, trying to get this ball up the field, gets it over in front of the orange goal, but Epiphany meets him, and now a potential shot is Sora soaring in, but Mitch already there trying to just block the shot, and it is. Trying to get it now towards mid. Alex passing it over to his teammate. It's intercepted by the WACK Esports boys, and now Alex has to play this up the wall. Low boost. So if they can get a touch here, Epiphany reads it, gets it over towards mid, trying to flick this in. The flick isn't fast, but it is towards mid. The 50 forced, it's off the backboard. Alex to try to save, doesn't get the connection. Sora is able to secure it. And a bit of a mad scramble in front of the blue goal leads to the orange team getting themselves an almost equalizer. It's back down to a 1-goal lead. 40 seconds to go. One more needed for WACK Esports Army to secure overtime. And Mitch Mosey gets it up onto the wall. Alex to retake control. No boost, so he's left to the waiting winds of Epiphany, who does manage to hit the shot past him. It's over into the corner. Epiphany not able to stop the advance, and now Sora has to fall back, play this defensively, has to make that save. Does get the ball off the wall for himself, but now off the ceiling, and Mitch Mosey just trying to be a nuisance, just trying to get in this orange end. They only have to kill 13 seconds, these boys, for Sierra, and they are looking to seal this first game up. A boomer over into the orange end, even trying to follow it through, but now it has to be a boom into the blue end. They have to carry this ball up the field. Epiphany starts to take it. He gets it up onto himself, but it's down towards the ground. A boom over to the right side, and Alex just gonna kill that. Sierra to take the first game 3-2. A very hard-fought battle from the WACK Esports side, and you can tell they definitely warmed up throughout that game, but they are looking to fight back. They don't want this flawless streak to end, and let's see if they'll be able to make that a reality. Sierra, 2 games to go to take the win. Will WACK Esports Army be able to equalize, or will we see Sierra getting within spitting distance of the win? It's going to be a kicking off soon, and we'll see. It's going to most likely be Sora up here against Mitch Mosey, and it looks like that reality is a fact. Epiphany back towards the goal. It's a shot on, saved. Into the corner. Alex to hit it over. It's going to roll up. It's going to center nicely for the blue side. And Sora just managing to get there, try to get it over the top, and now Alex has to make this save. It's over towards the goal, and he does make it. 0 boost, and he's able to read Epiphany's shot, a roller off the top crossbar to manage to just barely deny, but just barely is enough. Epiphany trying to just barely deny any shots here from the blue offense, and they can't. Alex comes back again for his 4th goal in a row to get a 1-0 lead in Game 2. WACK Esports Army trailing by 1. It's not an unfamiliar territory for them, and they know they can hit the shots to get back on, but the kickoff gonna go over into the blue corner. Alex to force this out. Epiphany, it's a little too far past him. He can't quite commit. Sora popping it mid. That sets up Mitch Mosey, but it's gonna go into the corner. Back over to Epiphany. It's bouncing mid, and now Sora not quite hitting the connection, but Epiphany so smart, already readjusted and already there. Sora trying to re-aggress, and Alex forces it. It is a forced 50, and it's actually bouncing towards goal. Mitch Mosey, a crucial save, but Epiphany, what a nice touch to keep this in contention. Sora just right of the goalpost, tries to get himself back on target. Epiphany trying to pressure this, but Sora has already fallen back, trying just to hold the orange end down, and that he is. It's boomed into the blue yet again, and a center coming on board. It's off the back. It's actually a shot, and Alex, a crucial save made. Sora trying just to do it all himself. It's rolled up the backboard. He knows he could go up and try to commit for this, but Mitch Mosey, an easy save for him. He touches it off the top crossbar and starts to move himself back out. Sora trying to get this ball on net. It's Alex in a 1v1 against him, and Alex, he was anticipating a fast save there, Sora, but Alex just knows that it isn't going to come through, so it waits, and it is rewarded. The save is made. 3 minutes to go. Epiphany trying still just to get this equalizer, and with Sora dead, he's now the lone man on this offense. Mitch Mosey trying to transition this into a shot, and he's just so fast, but Sora manages to get there, gets a touch off the spawn, isn't able to get the follow through, and Alex not quite landing the half flip, but still able to recover, and with a nice pinch, that centers straight towards the goal. It's a touch out from Epiphany, but oh no, Mitch is already there, and the shot not quite on. Mitch has to go up, of Alex trying to follow that through, but it's back over to mid. Mitch to retake control, going back up onto the wall. A pinch. Oh, and Epiphany, he gets there for that one. It's down to Sora. Sora just trying to line this up. Epiphany pressuring from behind, hoping he can get some sort of a demo there or a bump just to open up the defense on Sierra. But Alex catching the ball off of the ramp, gets it over, does force out a pinch, but it's back into the other corner. Just trying to keep this offense alive, passes it back to Mitch Mosey, who gets a shot on net. Epiphany isn't able to make the save, and just like that, Mitch Mosey is on the board. A well-placed shot and just a save that's not there for Epiphany. A little bit uncharacteristic for him, but they will trail by 2. 2 minutes left to go, of course, so plenty of time to fight back into this. The WACK Esports Army are getting systematically dismantled from the Sierra boys right now. Just no cracks in the armor showing, no shots being allowed in the blue side of the net. You can even see here, the demo not going to transition into a shot there, just easily denied by Mitch Mosey, and now he's trying to just pressure this into a goal. Alex is already there, Epiphany forced to save, and now both of these orange members just trapped in their own end, trying to get boost, trying to find some way to get the ball out, and Mitch stalling Epiphany. It's going to be a pass over to Sora, but Alex killing it to the corner. Gonna bounce back mid, it's touched back mid again, and Mitch Mosey tries to get it on, it's just far left. Sora gonna be able to fall back. Epiphany here. So it's 90 seconds, and they are still able to hold off. They aren't allowing a third goal, which is crucial, but they still need to try to open up the blue goal themselves. A boomer from Epiphany might do it, though. Alex trying to fall back and save them. What a save he does. He wasn't quite sure if it was going to be on. Manages to roll back on the ground. Just barely gets a touch to save it. But it doesn't even matter. Epiphany so fast, knows the ball's on initially, just ready to catch it off any save, and just sinks it directly into the left crossbar. 1 goal separating these two with 80 seconds to go. Mitch trying just to pressure this directly into the goal, and actually it almost bounces in. Sora tries to make a save, and it's just not there. It's in the top right, or the mid right crossbar, and just bounces far enough towards the goal. Epiphany has to try to do something with it, and Alex too fast, too smart, shutting it down and regaining their 2-goal lead. Back in the mid, it's a 1-out 50 from the blue side. Sierra retaking the kickoff yet again. Epiphany does get a nice boomer, but read nicely by Alex to deny. Full boost is able to get the mid right, so Alex gonna be low himself, especially with all the boost being grabbed up here from the WACK Esports boys. Alex completely out. Mitch only on 30. 1 boost pad does open up, so Alex gonna have full when he goes back for this aggression, and he does hit it over 1. Back into the midfield, traveling it up, just trying to get this over to his teammate, and Mitch is there, but Sora's there as well. A shot saved. 36 seconds, the ball finally gets back into WACK Esports' hands, and they need to try to do something with it. It's over to Epiphany. He goes up for the shot, isn't able to connect, and it's going to be Sora forced to keep it in this blue end, knows that Mitch is trying to get it out, and Mitch hits the shot. It's an easy goal for him, and just like that, Sierra gets a 3-goal lead to go up 4-1 and take the second game. Just no realistic way for WACK Esports Army to fight back in. Just no time at all, especially with the saves that Sierra have been putting on the goal. And once again, just another 1-out kickoff. It's actually a beautiful shot from Epiphany to get it on, but easily denied there from Alex. Pressure back over towards mid. It's off the corner. But once again, the boom gonna come through, and that'll do it. The time, just a formality at this point, as it will be game 2 sealed up for Sierra. And we said WACK Esports, they've been sitting on a 3-0 record. They've been powerhouses of Tier 4, but Sierra looking to show them up within 1 now of delivering the first loss of the season to WACK Esports Army, and they might do it in a convincing 3-0 fashion. It's been a dominating performance so far. I mean, even look at the shots. 11 shots on net for these guys, as opposed to only 5 for WACK Esports. being completely denied out of the blue end. We'll jump back into the casting booth for what might be the last time WACK Esports a reverse sweep needed to get themselves back in. Will they be able to do it? Going into the kickoff, and Mitch gonna get it over into the orange corner early. Gets boost for his trouble as well. Epiphany tries to get it out, and Mitch tries to force a 50. It's going to be denied, and Sora is there. A save not made there from Alex, and Sora going to be able to secure the first goal. And for the first time this series, WACK Esports Army is off to a lead in the game. Looking to fight back immediately. They get one on board. Sora wins out over to the wall, and now trying to travel this up. He has full boost, does touch it down. Epiphany not quite able to get there, but the read, he touches it off Alex is clear, but the follow through from Mitch Mosey just proves to be too much. It's going to be Epiphany stopping the aggression. Mitch with low boost has to try to fall off and get some, and Sora pressuring against Alex so fast. Mitch is just barely back, but he's going to be having to make a save. Epiphany going up for a shot, and they're just not able to deny it. 2 goals off the bat to get a 2-0 lead for the WACK Esports Army going into Game 3. A beautiful little aerial shot just to sink it directly into that right crossbar. So we're going to go into the kickoff yet again. Epiphany forces out a stall, but it's going to be a quick follow through from Mitch Mosey. That's not on target, and he's just not there to follow it through. He wasn't sure if it was going to go in or not, and it just takes him a few too many seconds to decide. Alex tries to follow up Mitch's pass, but the pass denied from Sora, who's already on this, just trying to pressure this out into the blue end. Epiphany denied, and that's going to allow the ball to open back up towards mid, but Sora killing this ball, keeping it in the blue end. A bump, but it doesn't deny a shot, and now Mitch tries to follow through. A shot not on. Epiphany just off the top crossbar. Sora, though, trying to follow it through. A 50 goes towards the orange net, and Epiphany forced to clear it towards the corner. So now it's going to be Alex just here trying to get something on the board from Mitch to try to play with. Mitch does stall it, but forced to make another 50. Luckily, he does, because Sora so fast trying to get a shot towards net. It's going to be over him, over towards the midfield. Alex going to have this ball going directly over his head, and Mitch not able to hit it over into the blue end. It's going to be back in the corner, getting it up to the wall. It's pinched back out over towards Mitch, who's trying to pressure, but he's just not able. And Sora, another beautiful shot, and an aerial shot into the opposite side of the corner now for WACK Esports Army to go up to a hat-trick lead. A goose egg on the board for Sierra at the moment, as they are completely shut out of the orange end. It's just been non-stop aggression here for the WACK Esports boys, the soldiers, trying to keep this undefeated streak alive. Playoffs pretty much secured, but they need to try to fight their way into the top seed. And now Epiphany getting the ball back over into mid. It's set up for the blue side if they can get somebody up. Mitch does go up. Epiphany reading it, does land, but leaves it for Sora. It's a boomer. Alex forced to save, but he's just not able to get it off net. And Sora, another phenomenal shot. A phantasmagorical goal from directly across the field and directly past Alex Cutie Drags, who just isn't able to direct it off net. And we're not even at the halftime mark yet. What a phenomenal turn of attitude, just completely shutting out Sierra, who has dominated so far this game. Mitch is going to be forced here into a fight against Sora. It's going to bounce back towards mid. Going to be followed through from Epiphany. It's off the backboard, but Sora trying to redirect that on. It opens up the orange goal, and just before the halftime mark reaches, it's Mitch Mosey with the first one on the board for Sierra. The 4-goal lead shrinks back down to 3, but it's still a gargantuan wall that they are going to have to overcome if they want this 3-0 victory. It's going to be Sora back up to the kickoff. We know he has been hitting his shots this game, but Mitch Mosey wins out the kickoff. It's over to Epiphany. Back over Mitch Mosey. Alex trying to set this up, and actually, with Mitch grabbing the 100 boost off of the corner, it will be a touchdown towards mid, and Alex trying to read up whether or not he can actually aggress this. Sora trying to just kind of screen for his teammate as he goes for a flick shot, but denied by Alex. The 4-goal lead not regained, and now bumping it back down towards mid. It's Epiphany in a 1v1. Mitch tries to fall back. The ball's deep into the blue end, but it's not on target. A pinch, but Epiphany, he's there. Shuts down that booming pinch clear, and Sora not able to get that ball on target. It booms back into the orange end. It's a 2v1 right now. Epiphany gets to play with the ball a bit. Alex touches it mid. Mitch is there, but Sora so fast, and Epiphany just gonna boom it downfield. It's into the corner. Not quite on net. 100 seconds to go, and still 3 goals separating these teams. But as I say it, Sora, a 4th shot on net and a 4th goal in the game to get back up to a 4-goal lead. Basically, what I'm trying to say is every single goal that Sora has gotten is the amount of their lead right now. It is completely dominating, a complete 180 from the first 2 games. And now, Sierra going to be looking at the very real possibility of a reverse sweep if they can keep up this level of performance. This game pretty much done and dusted unless we can get 4 quick shots on net to secure an OT. That one even maybe going on net. Alex forced to clear it to be sure, and Epiphany just not allowing them any room to breathe. That's back mid. Sora knows he can't pressure that, can't allow the first of 4 to come through, and now just getting this ball back towards net. A fake isn't able to be successful, and the double fake from Sora is, he goes up, he fakes the second shot. You can see here Mitch trying to do some sort of fake, some sort of stop play, ends up giving him the ball, and the fake comes through. Alex believes he's gonna sink that one in, and Sora's goal count, and as such the lead, expands to 5. It's gonna be Epiphany just getting it into the blue end, and at this point it's all done and dusted for the Sierra side. It will be a 4th game on the table, and it's being done in quite convincing fashion. Of Brazil on the board potentially. And Sora just absolutely feeling himself right now, getting back into the action. Alex trying to pressure back upfield. It's over towards the goal, but cleared away by Epiphany. 45 seconds. Epiphany to touch it mid. Mitch Mosey to kill this ball, but it's not going to stay killed for very long. Sora gets back over the midfield line. Gonna go straight into the orange end. Trying to dribble this over, gets a lobber, and it's going to be a goal from Mitch Mosey. There's a world. There's a not 0% chance that the Sierra boys can bring it back, but with only 30 seconds, they're going to need 4 goals. Let's see how this kickoff goes, but it looks unlikely. Mitch Mosey up against Sora. It's a 1-out kickoff. It is over deep into the orange end, so Epiphany going to get some room to work with, and this ball just being traveled so deep into the blue end so fast, it's just going to deny it. Sora with a potential shot on goal decides not to get it. You know, we'll ease up the reins just for a bit, because this game is basically done and dusted. 10 seconds, a formality at this point. Alex trying just to get himself a goal on the board, get some confidence back. But that will be WACK Esports Army biting back, the first of 3 that they need, but they secure themselves a lifeline. A Game 4 guaranteed with a chance to play for Game 5. The first orange point we get to see pop onto the board here, and now WACK Esports within 1 of equalizing the series. Sierra, they were so dominant in the first 2 games, but we're seeing cracks in the armor start to show. The aggression, the speed. WACK Esports are just getting so adjusted to what's happening out on the pitch, and they are absolutely delivering on every shot they're attempting. Sora having a phenomenal 3rd game, but let's see if it continues. Epiphany up against Mitch Mosey, who will win out this kickoff. It's going to be won by the WACK Esports side. Alex to kill, trying to dribble this up mid. Sora wins it out though. Over off the corner. Mitch to kill it lightly, and actually is going to be able to follow through. Sora forced to kill it towards the wall, but now Epiphany traveling mid. It's going to be touched over into the corner. Epiphany just trying to secure up a goal, but he's not able to. Sora has to come through to seal it, but seal it he does, and you can see Epiphany just trying to lob that one in, rolls right along the goal line, but Sora luckily there to secure it, and another first goal on the board for WACK Esports Army in the first 20 seconds. It's going to be met in mid. Epiphany being able to win out yet another kickoff. It's Mitch Mosey to save it across the goal, and Sora already here in the back end just pressuring on this goal line. Epiphany off the backboard. Alex knows he's got some room, but Sora's so fast he beats him out into the corner. Beat out by Alex. Alex trying just to reaggress up the midfield, and now into the corner. Epiphany starts to get this up the ceiling for himself. Mitch meeting him, tries to read off the wall play, and there's just no wall play to be had. Alex forced back to save, and save he does. It's into the corner. Sora bouncing it mid. Epiphany trying to follow this through, but Mitch Mosey saves it over towards the wall. Epiphany back up himself, and now 72 boost on Sora towards mid. It's a potential pass, doesn't quite go wide enough, but the follow through does not save that ball away. Alex forced to fall back, can't get any sort of save towards that ball, and Sora's aggression, he gets demoed for it, but the kamikaze ball ends up going into the net. And Epiphany, there's just no way to deny him that one, and as such, no way to deny the 2-goal lead for WACK Esports Army, barely 70 seconds in. Epiphany wins it out yet again, and Mitch Mosey with 0 boost forced to follow. Alex does manage to get full, but Sora's already on this ball, getting it mid. Mitch, Alex, double committing. You can see the nerves starting to come up. They know that they're in a bad spot, and they need to try to improve it. They're bumping each other. They're just not letting their team play show their work, and Epiphany gets the ball past one yet again. It's over onto the wall. Alex tries to get this over the midfield line, and he's just going to be denied by Sora. It's going to be Sora as well. I thought he was going to be aggressing that ball. He ends up falling back, so it's going to be Epiphany actually to push. And Mitch Mosey just not sure what to do with it. He doesn't want to pass it over to the player's mid, but he just doesn't have a shot over towards the wall, so he ends up getting off, allowing Alex to pressure, but the pass over to mid. Luckily, Epiphany not there. Mitch Mosey not able to deny, but Alex to boom it downfield. Back to the corner. Sora just not allowing it to stay in. And you can see every single time this ball goes into the orange end, they just get it immediately out, WACK Esports. They're just not allowing them to keep this ball in contention. See right there, just another phenomenal outplay, and Mitch forced to save. He luckily is Epiphany, not quite able to get the bump, not quite able to get the screen, and Mitch trying to do it all himself, gets it over towards mid. It's a little too high, but Alex is here, doesn't direct it quite into the goal, but it bounces off the top crossbar, and just like that, they're within one of an equalizer as Alex gets himself on the board in Game 4. A crack in the armor observed, and Mitch Mosey able to set up a phenomenal pass mid for his teammate, who's able to secure it. No way to get that out there for WACK Esports. Probably thought it was in off the bounce. But Mitch Mosey already in the midfield, just trying to outplay whoever is fighting him, and he's trying to outplay both. Epiphany, though, it's just one out from him. It's just too easy, and you can see he's just not ready, Alex, for this sort of aggression. He's trying to play off of whatever his low boost teammate can do, but being that far up opens up a boomer goal, and Epiphany will take the opportunity. The day seized, the 2-goal lead seized, and 2 minutes left to go. Mitch Mosey up the midfield. It's a pinch over into the blue corner. Alex trying to fight this mid early, but he's off the goal. And now it's going to be Epiphany just clearing it over towards mid. A boomer onto the orange side, but it's not on goal. Epiphany, though, with a barely save there against Alex. A beautiful shot coming through to try to fight back into this game. There's 2 minutes left, plenty of time to do it. The touch from Alex is going to deny another shot. Sora trying to get this ball past 2 defenders and just not able to do it. Epiphany trying to line up against these guys, and he's just able to do it. He's just able to hit the shot, and Mitch Mosey is trying just to get this off the wall, trying to get it past the offenders, but he's just centering it up for the orange side himself. And just like that, a hat trick lead back on the board for WACK Esports Army, and we are seeing a completely different team from games 1 and 2. We see the Sierra seemingly invincible and mountain-like, going to be frail and timid in game 3s and 4. They're just not able to get any shots on the net. And WACK Esports, where they originally were seeing like the timid ones just not able to break through the armor, the blunt weapons unable to pierce, they're finally able to get shots on net, and they are just hitting everything, they're saving everything, and there is just nothing being allowed here from Sierra. Another shot over Mitch Mosey's head, it's over to Alex, a redirect mid, Epiphany trying to pressure this, and it doesn't even matter if he gets the goal, but he will anyway, just because he can. And I said last game, the amount of Sora's goals was how much they're ahead by. Epiphany decided he wanted to try that for himself, as now he and the team lead by 4. Jumping into the final minute of regulation here, we're going to see a 1-5 scoreline. It's looking very unlikely for Sierra to fight back in and deny a Game 5. They can, of course, still do it, but it's going to be a Herculean effort, and it's going to be a difficult one above all else. Back over towards mid, and Mitch Mosey just not able to deny Sora. And with the goal lead expanding instead of shrinking, that's basically the writing on the wall. WACK Esports Army securing themselves a Game 5 in quite convincing fashion, showing that this is definitely not the same team that we saw in the first 2 games. They're warmed up, they're hitting their shots, and absolutely everything going their way. Mitch Mosey finally getting something into the orange end, but even at this point, with 5 goals to go, 5 goals left and needed to get back into this, Alex is going to get the first. 30 seconds to do 4. Sora, a little bit of an unfortunate read in the goal, just ends up passing that back to him, but it will still be a pretty convincing lead for WACK Esports. They're going to be able to take it a little easy as long as they don't allow in 4 more goals. They are golden. And Epiphany already on the wall just to keep this ball bouncing around, deny it towards going towards the orange goal. Mitch Mosey trying to get it back into play. Does get it over off the corner, but with 0 boost. And a little bit of an unfortunate flip to slow his take on boost. It will end up being Alex forced to save it in the blue end. Just this aggression deep in here already from WACK Esports. A booming shot on, but Epiphany an easy save. Touch mid, might be a last second goal, but just denied by Sora yet again, and we're going to see a Game 5 after the first 2 rounds. You didn't really think it was possible, but WACK Esports Army has bitten back against their opponents, and now we are going to see if they can take it all the way. The reverse sweep, the dream, is alive. Only 1 game separates these guys, and it will be all on the pitch. We will see these players loading in for the last time tonight. The 2v2 to be settled by 1 more game. Sierra, 2-1 in IGL. WACK Esports Army, 3-0. Looking to keep an undefeated season, and Sierra looking to secure themselves a hefty chance at playoffs. It's going to be hit back over to Sora. It's going to be an easy boom off the corner, bouncing back over towards mid. Mitch Mosey is going to hit it up the wall, but Sora's just going to do it himself. Gets it back over into mid, not really getting the touch he quite wanted, and it's going to go straight into Alex, but Epiphany already here, trying to line up against these attackers, and he is going to get back towards midfield. It's going to be hit over. Sora up onto the wall, starts touching the ball out. It's actually on net, a forced save from Mitch Mosey with the double commit from the Sierra boys. Epiphany not quite able to deny a shot towards the blue, or towards the orange end from Mitch Mosey, but it's not on net, and Alex to kill it back over into the orange end. They're seeing a lot more confidence from this blue end, and they are definitely trying not to allow that first blood goal to go over into the WACK Esports side again, because so far whichever team's taken that first goal has taken the game, and they are not looking to get that sort of bad juju on their side this deep into the game. Alex up off the wall. It's going back over towards mid. 73 boost on Mitch Mosey, but he isn't able to beat out Epiphany. Back over towards mid. Sora following through. It's a shot, and it's on. And Sora gets that first blood goal. The curse reigning true for Sierra. And now takes him a little longer this time, but a very nice place shot with a very good amount of speed is able to sink straight by Epiphany and into the goal. 3 minutes 44, up by 1. Epiphany winning out the kickoff, but actually Mitch Mosey already here, trying to get himself back onto it, and with Sora missing that shot, it is going to be an opportunity for an equalizer. It's back over into the corner. Alex with a shot towards goal. Sora an easy clear. Back into the corner. Out into the midfield now, and Sora getting it actually over towards net. It's denied, and Sora doing it all. Takes it out from the very back line of the orange side. Dribbles it past one, dribbles it past two with a beautiful read, and getting himself 2 goals on the board. And WACK Esports Army with a 2-goal lead only a minute and a half in. Going to be one out from the Sierra side this time on kickoff, and Mitch Mosey rewarded with boost yet again. A hit over into mid, but a 50 forced, and now Sora to clear it away. Epiphany, a beautiful catch off the pass, and Mitch just killing it mid, but 0 boost on Epiphany is going to delay him. Alex able to clear it past him in that time, and now a boomer downfield, trying to follow this up onto a goal, but Sora's there, blocking the shot. A redirect from Alex goes back onto the orange wall, and now it's Epiphany having to get this out of the end. It's going over to Mitch Mosey. Boom back over towards the wall, and now Sora trying to get up here, trying to get it over in front of the goal, and this offense is just proving too much, and Sora does it again. A hat trick on the board, a hat trick all for Sora, as he is just doing absolutely everything. Game 5, he says, I'm feeling game 3 again, as he gets every single shot in. A 75% shot accuracy, just I guess proving that gods aren't perfect. But Mitch Mosey going to be looking to slay, trying just to commit deicide against these 2 behemoths that are standing in their way. It seemed so easy in games 1 and 2, but it's just ramped up in difficulty tremendously since then. A touch off the ceiling. Sora to meet out against Epiphany, and now Epiphany trying to travel this upfield, but it's one out by Alex, and a first goal on board just into the second half of regulation, and the first one scored from Sierra, the first of 3 that they need to secure overtime, and a nicely timed flip is going to allow a dream of taking down the Goliaths. But it's going to have to come off another kickoff. It's a stall, and Mitch Mosey already up for it, and actually a very nice shot over towards the goal, but it's off crossbar, but the follow-through's there, and just like that, a 3-goal lead evaporated to 1 as a fast kickoff play from Mitch Mosey and a beautiful double tap off of the left crossbar secures an early 2-3 scoreline into this second half. And Sierra looking to bite back. They're feeling confident, but Sora gets the kickoff. It's over. It's straight to him. 12 boost. He's going to be able to get full as well. And now Alex just trying to pressure this past him. Sora's not quite sure whether or not he can aggress it, and it's going to allow this ball to go deep into the orange end, but quickly shot back straight over the half field line. And now it's going to be Alex trying to get this out past Sora. He does manage to force a 50, but it's hit over him, and now forced to save the ball as it goes towards the goal. And Epiphany just demoing onto Mitch Mosey, but oh no, the demo comes through, but that leaves the goal extremely exposed, and Alex Cutie Drags dragging Sierra into an overtime scenario. An equalized scoreline. They were leading by 3, and that lead has disappeared. 2 minutes left of regulation, and both teams within 1 of taking the lead now. Mitch Mosey onto the corner, not able to get the touch. Who was able to get that boost? And it looks like actually it was Epiphany. Sora already pressuring up here. No boost here for the blue side members. Finally, Alex able to get something, and Epiphany forcing a 50 back into mid. Mitch limited boost, and it's going to be Sora trying to pressure this up again, trying to get himself a 4th on the board to get back into the lead, but Alex is just there, gets the touch just needed in time, and now it's a shot back over towards the orange end as he's trying to do it all himself. Epiphany to deny. Alex back over towards mid, but Mitch Mosey, oh, he has an opportunity. Sora going up onto the crossbar, opens up the goal, but it's going to be hit back over by himself. And now trying to pressure it past Alex Cutie Drags, getting it back up the midfield. Epiphany to clear. He pops it up high, and it's going to be an aggression from Mitch Mosey, not able to win it out, just backboarding it for Epiphany's clear, but Alex hitting it back over the midfield line. Sora to take it onto his car, gets it past Mitch, is able to just dribble it past him. What beautiful play, but it isn't able to get past Alex as the turn's just a little too wide to sneak past him. And now in the midfield, he's trying to win out against Epiphany. There's only 40 seconds left. Any goal here could be disastrous, and Epiphany just trying to do it all himself. It's off the top crossbar, and he even gets there, Mitch Mosey, to deny Sora's shot, but Sora will not be denied anymore as a 4th on the board, and they lead by 1 again. 30 seconds to go. An equalizer needed yet again from Sierra. They need some sort of Sierra magic to fight back into this. And Alex killing it back over towards the midfield. It's not a quick follow through from Mitch Mosey, but off the top, it has to be a save from Epiphany, and it's not there. Mitch Mosey within 8 seconds immediately bites back to get back into an overtime situation. And with only 22 seconds left, overtime is looking likely. Any goal now could be game-defining, series-defining. WACK Esports with their undefeated streak on the line. Sierra just trying to get themselves into the playoff contention and trying to prove that they can slay gods, but it isn't coming true just yet. Alex has to make one more shot, gets it over to Sora, is going to be denied, over onto the wall, getting it over towards mid, trying just to set up these players, but it's not going to happen. Sora gets it back over into mid himself, and it's going to be a 4-4 scoreline. Golden goal to settle the best of 5. It was a dominating first 2 games, and it's going to be finished by Mitch Mosey himself. Takes it in the midfield, and you remember that beautiful kickoff he had to get back into the lead for Sierra, and it's going to be another beautiful kickoff to finish the game. Sierra fights hard. WACK Esports Army really putting up a hell of a show, but it is a game denied.